rush hybrid composition. They want to be going really fast and finding a target to dive onto, which is mostly Khan. If they can find where Khan is positioned without taking poke, they'll be in a great spot. But Sado is so weak, bionaded and taken down.
Yeah, massive setup and play there by Khan. Big bionade getting a tremendous amount of work done. Naga on the echoes, you can see him just putting in that consistent work. Gets the D-Mac onto Michelle eventually to kill. And Toronto unable to really...
Khan and Dredro rotating nicely there and making sure the backline wasn't available to set up on.
Goodness! Okay, set up a little kill there. As you can see, traded out eventually. It's going to be the 5v5 fight here. Bit of a preview of things to come, but nice will fall eventually. That's the damage boosted D.Va, putting in a lot of work. Naga making the switch over as well with the duplicate, seeing if he can support his team. A bit of extra brawliness being occurring onto the point. Sado though with 2 picks. It's chaotic, but Toronto are finding their footing into this fight. Very even between these two teams. Still, I think eventually Paris are going to be having to back out of here. The D-Mech might just do it. Elevo ends up committing the self-destruct, but not going to be able to get remeched back in.
A lot of success here. They're going aggressive again.
Yeah, they're going to be trying to basically look at the pressure they're applying to Khan. They need to try and bring him down. He's built up the nano boost, and the support line's trying to stay alive, but eventually Dredro will fall. And Khan will follow suit as well, as the support line's taken down from Paris. Not going to be having a leg to stand on here. No more healing for them. Pretty cut off. It did flip the point over, though. So it's not terrible. It's not the worst case in the world, but still, Toronto quickly winning the team fight out, and they will...
This is disastrous for the Toronto Defiant. Paris are out-rotating them phenomenally, but that is a pick. The flank from Nice. He got around the corner into the backline as everyone else was focused on Toronto's main portion.
And it's so important that Khan stays alive. The nano boost and the bionades are so important for the Paris Eternals comp to come alive. And it is going to be a quick cleanup, of course. He's the one player they really need to be staying alive in a lot of these engagements. What a play from Nice to be able to find that on the flank.
Well, Toronto Defiant, they are still not in control at this point. Sado bionaded along with Michelle. They're both going to fall potentially, but Toronto Defiant are getting the picks.
Yep, Khan's just trying to keep his team alive. Elevo's still in the action, but the damage is already being done. Hisu, no one's stopping this guy with the Hellfire shotguns, and he's letting it rip. Anything to stop the self-destruct?
No way!
Not quite! Onigon comes over, but the point flips back over as well. What is occurring here? The Death Blossom now online as Hisu's just putting out so much damage. The Tactical Visor as well, and it's going to push them all away. What was that? The Toronto Defiant are going to be taking 1v1 that's occurring. Oh my goodness, the Helix Rockets just about connecting, but the point flipping over again in the chaos, in the brawl that's occurring in the front line. Toronto taking a completely different fight. Nice just trying to win out this 1v1, eventually gets the assistance of the rest of his team. Onigon falling there as Hisu will back him up. Still, the tanks are on the point, and the Paris Eternal want to keep this going. As this is going on, the Immortality Field's forced out. Hisu putting in tremendous amounts of work. Has to Rayform out of there though, falling very, very low. Paris winning out this team fight eventually with the damage being done. And
any individual to shut him down. And as Nice pops his Tactical Visor, Dredro responds with the sound barrier.
Do get the pick here onto Dredro in the end. Might do something for them. Coalescence as well. That's a ton of healing, but stunned out of it by the... I believe that was the accretion coming out from Elevo. Still, ultimately, not enough damage left standing. It's just the tank line and the support line of Paris. They're going to be able to stall it out for a decent amount of time, but not enough to win the team fight.
Here comes Paris trying to recontest. So aggressive from the Toronto Defiant. I love this.
The Amp Matrix, the Gravitic Flux as well being used. It's so preemptive from them, but it looks like they're winning this one out, or are they? Still, this Amp Matrix is massive. Look at this fight that's occurring. I don't think either team knows really how hard they wanted to be
placed down and has to get huge value. They can take the point, but Toronto are going to jump straight on top of them.
Yeah, they need to take out this supercharger. It is a huge boon for them. They take it out, but Sado will pay for it with his life. Lastro stunned up as well. Paris Eternal just rolling over them right now. It was the Orisa ultimate being used as a bit of a bait onto the point to try and force the engagement, and it worked out amazingly. Flipping it over now, they have given an opportunity. Go ahead, Josh, Trying to find an engagement right now with the rest competition. Nice goes down so early on. Sado stunned up, and he's built up the Primal Rage. Coalescence will keep them alive, and now you can see the Primal, and Sado's just searching for targets. The trouble is, everybody is so split up and out of position. The overtime comes out, but look at the kill to come through. Sado into the back line. He separated Onigon and took him out, and now the rest of them come crumbling and tumbling, falling down. Tactical Visor on top of it as Nice comes back off the respawns, 96% and counting, and this round is what they need to get the map on the board. It's looking almost inevitable at this point. Dan moves over to the Wrecking Ball to try and get a bit of stall off. Eventually here, Tactical Visor as well from Onigod. Might be enough if they can get a pick off, but the positioning is just far too good from Toronto. They're just playing around the geography, the map, the amp matrix, the sound barrier. Might be able to do this now that the ultimates are coming back in. The boop round the corner, but it is a met immediately. Ansun J comes through. The sound barrier going to be leading his team in, and they're trying to take the fight straight to them. Paris finding it very difficult to try and hold on to this one. Still falling very, very low to D-Mech eventually as well. Ansun J getting the boop off. Just a little bit more damage to be done as the overtime eventually goes down, and that hectic. Currently, you can see now Toronto have to contest this, 98.5%. And as this is all going on, it's a bit of a battle of the echoes. The beam comes through, nice again, asserting the dominance as the Echo 1v1 ends up going his way here. Still, Toronto finding plenty of opportunities to come back into this one. Ultimately being committed though.
Paris!
Oh, what? They don't get on the point!
What is going on? Paris committed ultimates into that while they were 3v4, I think. Dredro with the rally, Onigod uses Deadeye, and they just zoned Toronto off the point and were able to force a C9. That fight did not look like it was going the way of Paris, but Onigod got an end to it.
Death Blossom online for Hisu. I don't know if he wants to let it rip here. Sound barrier going to be used as well. Just trying to put pressure onto them. Off on the flank, and Onigod goes down early. Oh my goodness. Ray form as well onto the duplicated Echo. Naga has the Death Blossom. We'll let it go. Not going to be finding too many kills with it. In fact, it's Sado who's the one who's really putting in a ton of work, but eventually brought down at the end of it. Still, Hisu holding on to it. Just trying to bait out a lot of these stuns, I think, before he lets this ultimate rip. But it might not even be necessary with the kills that they're getting right now. Dan just being pressured, pushed back into the corner. Another coalescence from Lastro. Will it be able to get a kill they're looking for? Not quite, but it keeps them into the fight.
In the meantime, Naga got the Reaper online and killed Sado, so a pretty big difference there between the Echo value in that fight.
Ansun J goes down to Onigod. I believe they were trying to set up some sort of kill onto the bridge. He has to back off to the rest of his team here. Look at the pressure that's coming out here. Nice, not going to get punished as he tries to basically dive on Onigod. Will be rewarded with a kill, but ultimately, again, Paris of Eternal, the ones who are basically coming out on top of this one. And this card is still moving forward with 3 minutes left.
He did this for point A as well. Look at that Bionade as well from Khan. That is filthy.
Deadeye from Onigod, but this is what I'm talking about, babe. Pressure you need to apply! Nice finds him, but the ults are committed from Paris, and it's more than enough for them to be able to crack open checkpoint B. And as much as that flank was a little bit cheeky,
McCree flashbang and ensure that they get a kill off. That'll be enough to go through anything. I mean, there we go again. Hisu ends up getting caught. Sado's now working against all the CC in the world. It's going to be a hard task to get value out of this Primal, but he's the man for the job.
Oh my goodness, look at the mechanics of him. He's trying to get this kill, and Takani will be rewarded with it in the end. Not going to be punished just quite yet. And that was looking at this amount of work. Now he's got the ultimate straight up onto the line, but look at the high ground. Comes through the Death Blossom, but boots back. Puts in a lot of damage. No one really going to be falling just yet, though. Self-destruct comes over. It's going to be forcing out the Wraith, at least, from Hisu. Big Bionade as well as catches onto 3. Khan may have just sealed the deal with that one.
They found that pick on Sado because of the self-destruct coming out as well. And now the Paris Eternal have so much positioning here. That was lovely, too. Finding a lot of damage, and Onigod just free-farming at the back. Sado has been punished all the time, and the Paris Eternal capture the 3rd checkpoint with a Nana boost. Relies on the damage coming out from a damage-boosted Mercy, a damage-boosted Ashe or a damage-boosted Echo as well. But Nice finds the first pick on Naga, who was not getting Mercy heals. And that opens the door completely for Toronto.
Yeah, you've lost your Echo, you've lost your spam damage, and that's a major win condition for Paris gone. Just as we were singing their praises. It's going to be a quick...
Toronto waiting, another speed boost engage up the stairs, probably with a Coalescence here. Here it comes.
Yep, Coalescence to try and burn at least one of the targets down. Another big Bionade. Lastro and Asado being caught out. Is it enough damage done, though? Paris Eternal looking to try and capitalize off this one immediately, and look at the ultimates that are being expended in the close corridors. The Primal Rage into the Death Blossom, a deadly combo. Paris off this high ground. Now they're going to be trying to do it as the tank line comes through. Sound barrier, they need to get a pick off into this close quarters again. Big Bionade is going to be keeping the team back up. Doesn't connect onto too many targets, but Paris still winning it out. The rally engage there from Dredro, at least it was a preemptive strike from them. Gives them enough armor to try and win out this fight and engagement. And only a couple of plays, the Coalescence being used by Lastro. That is not what you want to see.
They've got to be swapping compositions here. That's not the kind of mistake that you can that you can make. I mean, maybe they go over to play cooldown and you knew exactly when Toronto was going to engage. So now this allows them a bit more opportunity to adjust their tempo, but no one dance in their face. That was another Bionade.
Yeah, Hisu just got deleted straight off the map. Trying to deny the res off, they will not get it. Going very deep here with the duplicate. The Primal Rage on top of this one. Might be able to get the pick onto Hisu once more. They do just that. Naga ends up going down though. Nice. The damage boost and the beam, more than enough work being put in, but still Paris, remember, they're on the defense side. They're just holding them almost at their spawn doors here.
Yeah. For Paris, wins the team fight. Khan is a freak!
Another
Look at
Bionade.
that! Into the pile drive as well. The coordination is here in a way that we haven't seen so far for Paris.
A lot of pressure though, they need to try and keep him up, and look at that peel! Elevo comes in with the defense matrix as well as that. I believe Drijo ended up committing the rally as well just to keep his teams alive. 18 seconds remaining. The cart's still moving backwards. And Paris with a vice grip hold here at this choke point. Toronto just scrambling for answers.
They certainly are, and I don't even know who the star player would be here for Toronto to drag them over the line. It almost seems impossible.
Yeah, big Bionade again just cashes onto them as they try and contest up to the cart. Bob is useless. He's going to be taking a dip and a bit of vacation leave.
I didn't think we would see Orisa on attack here. Dan is flanking around the side. Remind us to everybody at home that that whole cooldown has been reduced from 8 seconds to 6 seconds. And this flanking pony on the battlefield has done so much work in the backline.
Yeah, it has, but immediately punished in the end of it by Neist as well, as he came through with the damage boosted beam, cleaving through multiple of them. Paris still want to be taking this fight, of course. They have the spawn advance. Comes.
Hello, I believe I'm back. My internet was a little dodgy there just for a second. Brent, apologies for that.
Mate, the jump though tends to happen, I suppose, when you're not really practicing Winston too often. And now he's just kind of locked down at the low ground, searching for a bit of tickle damage. Now he's built up the Primal Rage into the Halt. What a combo! Working with Dan there to take out Hisu, completely separating him from the rest of his team. Onigod still holding off on this angle as the pressure comes through, but ultimately not enough to hold off Naga once more with the nano boost on top. Way too much damage, just eventually to each other. And yeah, I mean, the Mercy gives you a ton of damage. As you can see, he's just being damage boosted up. It's one of the advantages it gives you. The Dragon Strike comes through, not going to get 8 up. Elevo just trying to put a lot of pressure into the backline, but it's going to get demeched as a result of it. No one was there to really coordinate it, so Toronto Defiant with a nice hold thus far. A couple of players left standing, but not for much longer. You're going to be looking at how Paris want to try and approach this one even further, because it's again being applied to Naga. A lot of damage, though. Not able to get that pick off, and now searching for the flank because he's realized, oh no, Neist is in the back line, and what a home wrecker. Oh my goodness. Way too much damage being done. Naga falls as well. And that is going to be putting a stop to the Paris Eternals attack once more. Still trying to get this kill. Well, and they're just searching for information right now. That's going to spot them. And here comes the Dragon Strike right into them, into the high ground, forces them down to the low. The Halt comes through as well. And that's going to be locking up Elevo for the easy kill.
Memories of Apex there as well, as we head back to a meta that we've seen a number of times before. And there we go. Naga's duplicate just crushed into the ground as he went for a flux of his own, having duplicated Michelle.
To try and get this full completion. Very difficult job ahead of them. Dragon Strike is available. They want to try and do it, but Khan gets brought down immediately. And Matrix and Sato just again putting in that damage from the high ground. Was not ready for it in the slightest. The res comes through onto Khan, but it might be too little too late. As you can see, the Orisa ultimate being utilized once more. Accretion connects onto Elevo. Good night, sir. And the eat up from Michelle just staying alive and body blocking them away from the point means that the
generate nano boost as Sato gets weak, and the Primal Rage as Sato does damage, and those are the tools they're going to use to initiate. It plays pretty similarly to Double Bubble, but you also have that pick potential coming out from Hisu, or maybe even Neist.
Sato's so low. They're gonna have to engage onto somebody here. A lot of damage being put into Dan, but look at that Halt as well, catching Neist out of position. Does not have the flight for one more second, just about gets it. He'll be skirting around the corner, just about survives as well, and the ultimate's being committed. It seems like Toronto are the ones who are coming out on top. The Ant Matrix doesn't get exactly what they were looking for. The beam, more than enough damage to try and burn through the fortified that Dan was trying to off-put at least. I mean, hopefully stop him from trying to make anything else happen. Wow. Onigod tries to go for the jump shot, but look at that. Khan straight away, burnt down. How many times have we seen this from Neist, actually, on the Echo? It's absolutely absurd.
It is. He's used his duplicate in the backline as well. I have no idea who he's trying to focus there. Oh, it looks like Elevo as they just try and deal with who's recontesting the point. They need this objective.
Soon enough, I'm sure. In the kill feed, perhaps. Anyway, Orisa roll going to be used by Dan. A bit of extra damage. Dragon Strike to cut them up. Sada will fall here. Buying off a little bit more than he can chew, I think, as well. Didn't quite get the support of the rest of his team. But the committal comes out here from Toronto regardless of that. Now, Nana boost onto Michelle. I mean, Michelle's not going to be able to do too much work with it. In fact, Paris Eternal steadily just closing out this team.
Damage when he plays the Batiste, so he's got to try and control that urge. Otherwise, Hisu might get another pick. They pop the Intrasight, though, and Khan's got his Ant Matrix up. What a pick! That is disgusting, that pick. But the whole of the Paris Eternal have been able to respond here, unless the double diva can turn the fight.
Well, the potential's there. I mean, that was it. The instant response comes through. I believe that was
looking for picks from Hisu. He has to be the guy to open this up. You can't just put all of your eggs in the nice basket, and instead it's only got on the other side.
Instant res, though, and Sado does punish it with the Primal Rage. That is an opening for them. Hisu's now going to be trying to find the next one, and he will just do that. Damage boosted up on a Friday, I believe it is today. I lose track of the day sometimes, but it doesn't matter because the Toronto Defiant are the ones who are winning at the team fight again. Mechanics there. Sticky Bomb's coming through, but he's taking a ton of chunk damage there from Lastro from on far. South Destruct comes through once more, but the beatdown Elevote will fall. Haga wins this 1v1 off onto the side. The res comes up as well, keeping Dan back in. That's going to bring up the Orisa ultimate. It needs to be burned down, and immediately they do just that. You can see Neist prioritizes it straight away, but the spawners coming back in now for Paris. Want to be trying to win this fight out. Is it going to be doable for them? Cart moving steadily forwards, and Toronto eventually going to be closing out that checkpoint B. And now they've got a minute and a half, a lifeline for them to try and win out. Stro, 3 targets getting caught. So low to tank line. That's going to get the D-Mech off onto Elevo. The cart's moving so steadily in. 0.4 meters away. So close. And Hughes finding all the picks in the world. The shot's coming through, but he needs to be careful here. Doesn't want to try and tango with the Valking Mercenary, but it matters not. The damage is more than done. Nice going to be sealing this one for his team, surely. And going to be come back to his team as well, the Peel, as they're trying to work themselves into all of these off-angle positions. Big Bionator's going to catch onto Dan, but that first pick will be going away as Onigod. Stray little arrow there connects onto Hisu. A lot of work being put into here. They're trying to bring down, I believe that's Khan, but he ends up getting a sleep dart in the bubble. Might convert into a kill as well. And ultimately, it's just a final one in a long chain of events that mean that Paris Eternal are going to be here as the Bionades are traded out. Nano Boost is built up here for Lastra as well. Dragon Strike, Dan as well, has that Nano Boost, but not building up the Primal just yet. You can see the duplicate also coming out, so double Winston on the field. Naga has built up the Primal, just trying to dodge the sleep dart. He does do that, and they've caught out the supports as well. Beautiful play coming out from the Paris Eternal. Playing with a lot of tempo now as the answer tries to come back here. Nice using his own duplicate. He's going to get burnt out of it, though. Now he's back into the Echo form. D-Mech onto Elevo. Takes him off the point. But the fight continues here. Naga wins out this 1v1 against the Echo, and he's still going to have that damage now for his team's push. Still, Lastro comes in with the Bionade, connects onto it, and Hisu with this Deadeye is going to be pushing him right back. Dan cannot escape from it, so the hold continues now for the Toronto Defiant.
Big play from Sado. Pick would be great for Paris in this team fight. Their time back is still enormous. Oh, and there's the counter dive again, though. Tridro, the first death.
Yeah, Tridro being taken out is massive. Paris still trying to continue to fight this one, but the advantage is currently in Toronto Defiant's hands. The rest comes up onto Hisu as well, which means that ties up the duplicate. Naga going to be sleeping in the backline. Still tries to put in a bit of work, but another huge Bionade from Lastro again catches onto the tanks, and Hisu with the Deadeye straight down the middle. It's going to be cleaving through them. Paris have to be rethinking how they want to be approaching this once more. Still trying to take this fight because, again, they've got some tasty...
here for use of his Primal. Oh, using the taunt as well, the emote to be able to see.
Okay, yeah, and they're just going to be diving straight into them. I believe that was another big Bionade. That is That's kind of sussy, you know? Yeah, he's hiding around the corner. You don't really expect that, Josh, at all. I mean, I was expecting him to maybe see the corner. A lot of sticky bombs going to be applied up. That immediately forces out Dan's Primal Rage, but the question is, can he get any work done with it? As that was going on, they're going to be trading positions here, trying to build up this Primal Rage. The heals come through, so Nice is going to be nice and healthy. Going to be seeing if he can split up a couple of the members of the team. Might be able to get the Brigades nice and forward. Trijo caught out, and there you go. The damage boost applied on top. That will be the kill going their way once more. And as Nice comes flying out of the duplicate form, all the damage being done, converting into kills for them. 1 minute left remaining now for the Paris Eternals to try and find a way in. Oh, wow.
They're crushing them. This forwards aggressive defense from Toronto Defiant has been so good. Remember that
a lot of energy on him, just trying to build up this grab, and there we go, he's got it. It's going to be letting it rip right down to the back line, catches onto a couple of these targets. Not able to get the kill, but Dan ends up going down. Drijo so low, the Inspire healing keeping him up for the time being. That was a remake kill, I believe, onto Michelle at the end.
Oh my word!
What is happening before our very eyes here, Josh? Okay, now the Nano Boost, though. Sado wants to stay back into this fight, and Lastro will be helping him do just that. But Paris, they're not going out just yet. Ansun Jado with the resonant insta-kill onto Onigod. What are we seeing here? Elevate trying his darndest to stay back into this fight as well. The peel is there, the damage is there, but they're not quite getting the kills as of yet. Down with the power driver into the backline does remove the Mercy from the equation. That might just be enough, but now the rally comes through. Paris desperate to search for an option here. They're finding the pickoffs eventually. Players still stumbling in though, as Toronto Defiant just want to keep this one going. The D-Meg, but the self-destruct does well, and it pushes them off the point. Still putting in that consistent damage, and they were expecting to really just be playing a little bit further back now. You can see the fight continues here. Right before they even get to the point, being traded out a lot of these picks. The tank's now just trying to push Hisu off and away. The D-Meg, though, he ends up winning that one. Doesn't quite connect the headshot. It will be the stray bullet of Elevo to remove him from the fight still. The longer this fight goes, the better it's going to be looking for Toronto. Their spawns coming into this one, and Michelle is getting away with murder right now. Gets the Mega Health pack. Might even just collect the third one with the assistance of Nice.
Test. They're close to being able to get a duplicate and a nano boost up, but Don must survive, and he doesn't.
Yeah,
he gets melted.
That is way too much damage to try and overcome. The sticky bombs into the beam instantly. I mean, the bubble didn't even come down in time.
Lastro doesn't have LOS to anybody, though. Okay, down falls again, though, to a nano-boosted Echo.
Yep, and now Nice is just going to be tearing through them. Look at this damage he's putting in. Oh my god, the duplicate as well. I believe he dodged the flashbang with that one. It actually is possible to do that. You get a moment of invulnerability. Shield's going to be battered off as well. So many ultimates being committed, but it looks almost inevitable still. As I say that, Naga does get the kill onto Hisu, but the instant resurrects up now to Deadeye as well, putting in so much work. Sticky bombs from afar. It's consistent damage being chunked into them here. Naga again with another kill onto Hisu, and now the stall characters start to come out to play. Paris want to be staying into this one, and they may have just done it. The nano boost onto Naga is way too much to try and withstand, and already you can see that beam putting in a tremendous amount of work as they have to back off out of this fight.
That was scary though, Brent. That was so close.
Rip. Taking a lot of damage in the process, but look at that initiation. Going to be assisted with the rest of his team. Builds up the primal almost instantly. Nano boost? Going to be used here onto Hisu to try and keep Hisu alive into the corner, but it's Ansuje who's the one who pays for it. And a huge Bionade connects onto 3 members of the Paris Eternal. Is it going to be enough? Khan goes down as a result. Toronto need to keep these players still alive. The peel comes through, but Sado falls in the end. Nice moves over. He ends up duplicating over to the Ana. Doesn't end up using this nano boost and just has to have a lot of ultimates. So you can see Sado's building up that primal. Look at the aggressive approach. The nano boost applied onto Naga. They need to try and convert it. They do that, but Hisu with the 2K. The Deadeye comes through. I'm not sure what angle he found that at, but it's done tremendous amounts of work once more. Now the rally going to be stopped dead short. Drijo has to try and get out of there, but he's going to be, again, battered into the corner by Sado's primal rage. It's going to be the self-destruct use, rolling away. Has to try and avoid the line of sight of that one. Otherwise he's going to get blown up. A sleep dart into the corner could be a dangerous scenario for them, but Sado's evening it up. Khan, so low, will get brought down. The Toronto Defiant with so many options here. The damage is way too much. Overtime will be forced out now for both these teams, and the Paris Eternal are trying to stay into this one for as long as they possibly can. The tanks swapping over. You can see them just trying to do a tremendous amount of work once more. Dan comes through, builds up the mines, and that's going to be stopping them from pushing into one section of the map. But look at that self-destruct comes through, pushes them all the way from the point, and the fight will continue as the support line begins to respawn now for the Paris Eternal. Keeps putting in that consistent healing, Josh.
Bionade came out there from Khan again. caught onto a couple of players, and Naga with his duplicate was able to make some space, but Toronto Defiant, they just keep getting the picks.
Yep, the picks are just going all their way. Darn falling solo, has to back off to the spawn. Not enough. The Toronto Defiant will eventually squeak it through, and they're going to take Anubis in the process. Taking the series overall in that 3-1 fashion. GG's in the chat from everyone involved. The Toronto Defiant going to be walking away with another series win in the course of their season, moving up to 4-1 overall. Expectations for this team.